In this video, I shall be talking very selectively of hyponatremia. The first thing I will be discussing is euvolemic hyponatremia. Euvolemic hyponatremia happens in severe hypothyroidism and secondary adrenal insufficiency. Please remember, primary adrenal insufficiency causes hypovolemic hyponatremia because of fall in aldosterone. Apart from that, it also happens in SIAD patients. Now let's talk about the clinical features that we come across in hyponatremia as a domain together. The manifestations are always neurological, and that is because of the cellular swelling. These patients will have cerebral edema. There are two important conditions that we come across. One is acute hyponatremic condition. These patients are going to have acute hyponatremia because of following reason. First, iatrogenic cause, that is in post-operative premenopausal women. People who have been given hypotonic fluid that causes sudden increase in vasopressin, glycine irrigation, very importantly done in TURP, transurethral resection of prostate, colonoscopic preparation, polydipsia, MDMA, ecstasy, that is the drug, or exercise induced. Apart from that, we also come across a very important phenomena in hyponatremic patient, that is normocapnic or hypercapnic respiratory failure. The feature is it is a non-cardiogenic neurogenic pulmonary edema. Then comes the chronic hyponatremia, which happens over a period of time. These patients will have efflux of organic osmolyte, and the presentation would be nausea, vomiting. Characteristically, the sodium concentration become less than 125. These patients will always show you frequent falls. The chronic hyponatremia can also have risk of fracture because hyponatremia is also going to decrease the bone density. The other important manifestation is when you overtly correct the sodium concentration, which is more than 8 to 10 mm in 24 hours or 18 millimoles in 48 hours. This causes demyelination, it causes disruption of the blood-brain barrier, causing entry of the inflammatory mediator. It classically affects pons. The clinical features are paraparesis, quadriparesis, dysphagia, dysarthria, and locked-in syndrome. Other areas affected are cerebellum, lateral geniculate body, thalamus, putamen, and the features are going to be Parkinsonism, catatonia, mutism, and dystonia. To know more about the metabolic disorder, subscribe to my channel.